Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I am Millicent Walker. Coming up on the program, Lagos State upgrades school infrastructure to attain global standards. Federal government rehabilitates dilapidated southeast roads. And Edo commuters protest the FRSC's method of implementing speed limiters. Thank you for joining us. We begin with Lagos State, where the government has shown its commitment to transforming the education sector by putting in place infrastructure that will enhance teaching and learning in public schools. This commitment became real with the groundbreaking of new secondary school buildings. The Deputy Governor of Lagos State performed the ceremony in one of the benefiting schools.
The learning environment in schools to a large extent determines the quality of performance in students. That's why the Lagos State government is paying close attention to school infrastructure to meet global standards. The present administration acknowledges that a lot has been done by successive governments in the state, but Governor Akinwumi Ambode admits that the growing student population overstretches the present facilities. To complement existing infrastructure, the Deputy Governor of the state lays the foundation blocks for a new model secondary school building. She says the new building located in Awori College, Ojo, will be comparable with those in the Western world.
This edifice, apart from aiding teaching and learning, we compare favorably with high school structures in leading countries of the world. Apart from the aesthetics value, the new structure is capable of enhancing security of students, staff, and school materials in the face of the recent security breaches in our schools.
The state government is also involved in major projects to remodel existing school buildings.
I have no doubt, given the sustained efforts on our part to improve the quality of teaching and learning environment, we will record even better performance from our students.
The building will occupy a land area of 1,648.5 square meters. However, the entire project site covers 16,172 square meters and is designed to have a block of 36 classrooms, 12 laboratories, a multi-purpose hall, administration block, a library, visitors and staff car parks.
The federal government, in a bid to reposition Nigeria for global competitiveness, has initiated a nationwide advocacy to enroll the over 60 million illiterate Nigerians and the staggering 11 million out-of-school children across the country. The Executive Secretary, National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education, Professor Abubakar Haladu, discussed this during his advocacy visit on mass literacy and adult education in Makurdi, the Benue State capital.
This is the building of the Adult and Non-Formal Education School in Makurdi, Benue State, north-central Nigeria. The facilities here appear abandoned and generally in a state of disrepair. Perhaps this explains why the Benue State government is playing host to officials from the National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult and Non-Formal Education to address the challenge.
Nigeria still has a huge number of illiterate youth and adults, estimated to be about 60 million, and about 11.5 million out-of-school children. It is quite a big challenge in our path to sustainable development. And the present government of Muhammadu Buhari is determined to change these ugly statistics.
The coordinator of the Benue People's Education Project called on all stakeholders to support government's efforts at funding education.
We do not have the infrastructure to run this campaign the way it works in advanced countries. We are going to go door to door. We are going to call people. We're going to send out letters, and we're going to make our case, and we're going to say to them, we need your help. The government alone cannot be able to develop education the way it needs to be developed.
The essence of this project is only to get money. And when money is obtained, our emphasis is to renovate the Secretariat of Adult and Non-Formal Education here, to also prepare new furniture, to upgrade the training of those people who are training others in adult education.
As stakeholders disperse from this advocacy meeting, implementation of programs and reforms that can bridge the gap between the estimated 60 million illiterate Nigerians and the rest of the world will be the next task.
From Benue to Kogi State, where the government has warned education secretaries that sanctions await anyone who fails to supervise the activities of primary schools in their domain. The State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Sunday Tolorunleke, gave this warning during a meeting between education stakeholders and the new chairman of the State Universal Basic Education Board. He said the state government will ensure the sector is not overtaken by people who have no business in the sector.
This is the situation in some primary schools in Lokoja, the Kogi State capital. Aside from poor infrastructure, the administration of Governor Yaya Bello believes the standard of education has fallen drastically in the last couple of years. That's the reason for this meeting of education stakeholders in Kogi State. The newly appointed SUBEB chairman asked education secretaries to collaborate with their council administrators to achieve the desired goals for basic education.
As for the genuine workers that were adversely affected, His Excellency pleads for patience and has said it over and over again that no genuine worker will be shortchanged and that everyone being owed salaries will be settled immediately they are cleared and reports submitted.
The Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology lamented that the sector has been taken over by people who have no business with education. He said the local government education authority will be resuscitated for better service delivery.
Education is the first of the 5 thematic areas of this administration, followed by health and all the rest. And as such, since we have this opportunity in this sector, why must we not use this opportunity at this material time to revive the lost glory of basic education?
Others at the meeting pointed out that basic education will not function effectively if SUBEB is not empowered to do its job.
Our intention is that we're setting up cooperatives under the market money, right? Some of those cooperatives are tailoring cooperatives. Some of them are shoe-making cooperatives. So the whole idea is, rather than awarding contracts for uniform and all that, we will come and beg SUBEB, let us use our widows, train them in tailoring, train the tailors that are already existing. As they form the cooperative, we give them the contracts to sew those uniforms for the children.
The Kogi State government says while it hopes to improve the learning condition of its students before the end of the year, the ultimate aim is to turn around the state's education sector for good in the next couple of years.